In example 2, we're going to look at multiplying matrices to solve for a couple variables. So if we look at our first matrice, if we're multiplying it by our second matrice, we're looking to figure out what is x and what's y to produce this matrix over here on the right. So let's go through the multiplication. So if I go and get my matrix set up, first thing I want to look at is this is a 2 by 2 matrix. And I'm multiplying it by a 2 by 2. Just so you know, this is supposed to be the same, and it will produce a matrix that's a 2 by 2, and that's what you see right here. There's the answer. So what we have basically is we're going to multiply. So we're taking this row here times this column, and remember we're adding them together. So I'm going to take -3 times -5 plus -5 times 2. So it'll look like this: -3 times -5 plus -5 times 2. And that's my first entry. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this row here and multiply it by this column. So I'll get -3 times x plus -5 times y. Then if I go to the second part, I'm going to have this row, this row times this column. So that would be 1 times -5 plus -4 times 2. And then I want to take this row times this column. And that's going to be 1 times x plus -4 times y. And this whole thing is equal to 5, -26, -13, and -14. So basically what we're looking to do is we're looking to find x and y. Well, I have something in terms of x and y here, and I know what's in that spot has to equal 26. And then I also know that what's here has to be equal to this number right here. This number here, -3 times -5 plus -5 times 2, that's equal to 5, and you can check that if you want to. And then the bottom one here is equal to -13. So what I basically have created is I've created two equations. I have -3x minus 5y equal to -26, and I have x minus 4y is equal to -14, and I just have to solve for x and y. I can use the elimination method in order to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and use elimination. I'm going to eliminate my x's by multiplying the bottom here by 3. And if I do that, I get -3x minus 5y equal to -26. And then 3x minus 12y equal to -42. My x's will cancel out, and I get -17y equal to -68. If I divide both sides by 17, I get y is equal to 4. And then if I want to find x, I'm going to go ahead and plug it back into either one of these equations. I'm just going to go ahead with the bottom one. So I will get x minus 4 times 4 equal to -14. So I have x minus 16 equal to -14. So adding 16 to both sides, I know that x is going to be equal to 2. So I have x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 4. Now if you want to hit the pause button and do the try this and then unpause it when you're ready to check your answer. If you did the try this correctly, you should get that x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2. If you have any questions, please let me know.